I am back with one more short video today. I was going to film my Black Friday haul for the things that I got on Black Friday, but I actually ordered like a couple of items online, so I thought I might just, wait until those items get here to show you what I got at Black Friday. But basically, like, I didn't go anywhere on Black Friday. The Bath & Body Works deal, like buy 3, get 3 in the store, was really not that good of a deal. And the tote really wasn't that amazing to me. So I had actually already purchased that Be Joyful candle that was in the tote, so there was really no reason for me to get that. And so really, I saved money on Black Friday by just not doing Black Friday. Now, I resisted. There were, oh my gosh, The Balm put their entire website on sale for half off, and it was literally like, it was torture. It was torture the entire day. And then the website glitched like it always does every time they have a flash sale. Like, their website cannot handle the volume that they get, because every single time they have a half off sale, like, the website crashes. It's so annoying. But anyway, what they usually do is like they extend it. So then they extended it like another day, and like I kept going on there and putting stuff in my cart and like about to click it, and I'm like, no, don't do it. But like then they extended it another day, so that I had a second day of torture. But I did get a few things, and so I ordered some things from Ulta, and I actually found out, I didn't know this, but my local Samaritan Center, every single thing in the store is half off on Black Friday, which was interesting. So I spent like $12 there. So you guys know that I'm trying to do some more like budget or money saving videos. You guys expressed interest in that, and I do follow the like Dave Ramsey plan. I'm not going to tell you guys about that because I'm sure you've heard about it a million times. If not, you can look it up. But basically, like, I'm working on baby step 3, and my goal is to have a fully funded emergency fund, which is 3 to 6 months of expenses saved in a savings account, because he recommends doing that before you start investing in your entire retirement. And I'm about to turn 30, which is like a whole nother ordeal that's been messing with my mind. But I want to be able that during the year that I'm 30, I can't do it right when I turn 30 because that's just not enough time. But before I turn 31, my goal is to have like a Roth IRA set up, or also in conjunction with starting, 401k or whatever through my job, because I'm not contributing anything to retirement right now except for my state teacher retirement, which we're like required to pay. So that's just like a pension. So I do have that, and I've been contributing to that since I started teaching like 7 years ago. So that I do have in place. So technically I have a little bit for retirement, but it's not going to be enough. And so I want to be able to put some sort of account into place before I'm 31. I feel like I'm kind of late starting on this. No one really ever talked to me about investing in retirement or anything like that. So fortunately, I like the internet. I found, Dave Ramsey and learned about that importance. So my goal is to be able to set up some sort of retirement account before I turn 31. So that gives me like a year and a half, because my birthday's in June. That gives me a year and a half to try to get that emergency fund fully funded. I really don't think I can do it, but I'm trying. And so that's my goal. If you don't set a goal, then you don't have anything to aim for. Now, whether I miss the goal or make the goal, you have to have a goal, or you're just shooting in the dark. So that's my goal. And so I told you guys I was just trying random things to see if I could find little tiny ways to cut costs here and there to see if I could increase my savings each month. Usually I'm only able to put like $100, $200 in a savings account each month, which I know is okay, because at least I'm saving something, but I am never, like, at that rate, it will take me like 4 years to save up 3 to 6 months of expenses. So I'm trying to really rein back on just everything in general, and trying just random things to see if I can increase the amount of money that I put in my savings every month. So this video, which is already 4 minutes long because I've been blabbering, is about something I tried in the month of November. I told you guys I was trying a couple of things and I'd give you updates. And so what I did in the month of November was I attempted to not eat out and to purge my pantry, basically eat from what I have here. Because, like, my pantry is full, my freezer is full. Like, I buy food and it's full, but then it's like, it's just me, and sometimes I just flat out, I don't want to cook. I'll just be honest, I'm lazy, and when I get home after, like, a 10-hour day, I don't feel like cooking just for me. It's like the dishes aren't worth it. I'm fine with eating cereal, you know, and so it just kind of seems sometimes pointless for me to cook a 3-course meal for me. So, I tend to eat out quite a bit, which is not healthy for one, and I'm trying to save money. So this was for the month of November. It was one of the initiatives I tried. I'm not doing quite as well in December so far, but I lost a little bit of my steam, but it's not about December. It's not about December. We're not talking about this month yet. We're talking about November. Stay focused. Stay focused on the positive. So this is what I did. I have this little calendar on my fridge, and it just has like important dates and stuff I've got going on. And so I just keep this on my fridge every month, and you can see my little smiley faces. So I thought I would kind of try a system like I use with the kids, and I did like an incentive chart. And so I didn't even think of this until the 10th. So I started doing this on the 10th of November, and so you can see this big black line because that was my starting point. And so we're just disregarding anything ahead of that. So you can see every time I had a smiley face, which is almost every single day, that means I did not pay to eat out. Now, I had 18 out of 21 days that I successfully did not pay to eat out. Now, I word that carefully because successfully not paying to eat out doesn't mean I didn't really eat out. So, for example, one day that I have my little smiley face that I didn't pay to eat out. Well, my mom came over. She usually comes over on Saturday mornings at like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's so early. And we just go, you know, grocery store, shopping, just kind of run our errands together. And so it's like a time me and my mom have. And so my mom brings me McDonald's. She brings me a sausage biscuit and a Diet Coke. You know, it's like $3, but she brings me that every morning when she comes over on Saturdays, and she brings my dog one. So she brings her grand dog and me a sausage biscuit. And so my mom, she just does that voluntarily, and like I will bring her Cokes when I go out, or like sometimes on Sundays if I go out, you know, I'll get her a Coke or a biscuit and bring it out. So it's kind of tit for tat, you know, she pays for me sometimes, I pay for her sometimes, and we just, you know, don't keep tally of it. So like on the Sunday, like I have the little sticker that I didn't pay to eat out because I didn't. So it took a little bit of creativity, but basically those are the days that I did not spend money to eat out. So thank you, Mom. My mom's like the best mom in the world, obviously. Duh. Everybody says that, but like my mom really is. So anyway, one day, I went to breakfast, another Sunday, I went to breakfast with my parents at Cracker Barrel, and my grandma, and my dad bought breakfast. He wanted to look for like a gospel CD to give his mom for Christmas, and you know, they sell like the Gaither collection at Cracker Barrel. So he was like, well, I'm going to treat you guys to breakfast. I want to go to Cracker Barrel and see if they have that CD, so it just gives us an excuse to have a nice sit-down breakfast on a Sunday. So that was another day that, you know, I didn't pay to eat out, but I did eat out. Then of course we had Thanksgiving, and like Thanksgiving was like the blessing of a century because like we ate on Thanksgiving, and then I had leftovers, and then I had leftovers, and then I had leftovers. So the leftovers is what like really helped me do good in November. I ate leftovers for like almost a solid week, and it was delicious every single time. Like normally I'm not a leftovers person, but if it's my mom's Thanksgiving leftovers, like I'm all about it. I ate on that for like a week. And I did break down, and I actually purchased to eat out 3 times. So one time I bought a sausage biscuit and a Coke at McDonald's. And that was on a Sunday. I didn't go out to my parents' house. Normally I go out there early on Sundays and like grade papers, and I'll bring them like a biscuit or something for breakfast, and we'll kind of eat breakfast, and I'll sit there and grade papers until we have like Sunday dinner. So I kind of hang out with my parents on Sunday morning, and so I did buy breakfast one Sunday morning. again, it's kind of like tit for tat. My mom will buy me breakfast and then I'll buy her and my dad breakfast. So, you know, it's like a total of like $8 for like 3 biscuits and 3 sodas and maybe a hash brown or whatever. So I did purchase breakfast one day for me, my mom, and my dad, you know, to pay up for the time that she had. And then one day was a Monday. We have meetings on Mondays, and I was at work till like 5 o'clock for a meeting, and then I had to get ready. I remember exactly what that was. I was sick that day. I felt absolutely horrible. You guys might remember like a couple of weeks ago, I recorded a video and I was like, I feel horrible. I need to go to sleep. I actually stayed home from work, which I never ever do. And so that night, because, you know, I got a sub on Monday. I was going to be out Tuesday because I felt absolutely horrible. But we had a meeting after work when I already felt like crap. And then I had to stay like an hour and a half after that, still feeling like crap, to get ready for a sub. So I was at work till like 7 o'clock, and I literally felt like a Mack truck hit me. And so I was like, I'm not cooking. So I did eat out that day, and then I came home and like chugged Theraflu and went to bed. And then the second day, the day I was actually sick, I got a Happy Meal for lunch, because again, I was sick, I didn't feel like cooking, and I just didn't want to mess with it. So 3 days I did actually break down and eat out. So 18 out of 21 days, I did not pay to eat outside of my house. All the other days, I ate here, at home. And so that's good. On Wednesdays, I cook like a big meal for my family. Again, we kind of reciprocate the meal. So on Wednesday, I have my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my cousin, my grandma. I have like 8 people over every single Wednesday, and I cook a big meal. So that took care of Wednesdays, and a lot of times I had leftovers from that, and I ate on that on Thursday. So I did really good. I actually think I'm proud of myself, considering normally I would eat out like 3 or 4 times a week. I'm really proud of this. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So 18 out of 21 days, I did not pay for eating outside of my house. If you reduce that down, that's 6/7, or 85.7, 86%. So I think that is really good, considering, like I said, about half the time I'll normally eat out. So I didn't keep track of like money I would have saved or like pocket that money, because I don't really know how much I would have spent eating out. So I didn't like do it. I don't know if it really helped me save money or not, but obviously I'm sure it did. But I didn't, you know, say, oh, I would spend $5 and pocket that. I didn't do all that, but obviously this has to help somehow, right? Like, this has to have been for something instead of for not. I don't know, but I didn't like have a whole bunch of extra money left over at the end of the month. But I'm just going to lie to myself and tell myself that this was good and that this was helpful. So try to convince me down below that this was actually a good thing, because it was a struggle. Like, it was a struggle. So again, I'm trying this again in December. I do have 2 weeks off in December, and again, we have Christmas, so I'll have like 5 days of leftovers again. But I'm off 2 weeks, so, you know, I'll probably eat at home. But sometimes when I'm off, like, I'll be out and I'll be shopping, doing last-minute Christmas shopping, running errands, and that's when it's hardest for me to not eat out, actually. Like, if I stay home all day, it's easy for me to just, you know, whip something up really fast. But, like, if I'm out and about, it's so easy to just, you know, spend $5 and be done with dinner. Not do dishes, not have to plan, not have to get out stuff, not have to do any effort. Like, it's really bad. I actually didn't used to eat out this much when I was in my last relationship. I wasn't the only person living here, you know? So I didn't mind coming home and making a dinner, like a real legitimate dinner, because 2 people were eating off of it. And then he would eat leftovers or take them to work. And so I saw the point of cooking. But when it's just me, I'm just like, I don't want to mess with it. Like, I don't want to fool with it. It's bad. So if you have any tips, tricks, or pointers for how to make this easier, or how I can actually make this like a real habit, let me know down below. What has worked for you to stop eating out and to try to eat at home? And have you had experience where you actually saved money from it? Have any of you guys actually like calculated the cost that you've actually saved in dollars? That seemed like a lot of effort. This was just a challenge to see if I could actually do this. And I did. 18 out of 21 days. I was a good girl. Yes, my mom helped enable me to cheat, but we are not going to talk about that. So leave your comments, feedback. Let's have a discussion about it down below. I'm attempting to do this this month, but I have some different things going on this month. And if you guys want another update at the end of December, how I did with my no eat out challenge, see if I improved, or I'm going to tell you I'm probably going to do worse. But if you want to see an update at the end of December, leave a comment down below and let me know. And I'll be happy to share my failure with you because, you know, misery loves company. So just join me. Join the misery. I'm tired.